This is F121. This is the mainstream racing series. This is race number 7 out of 23 in our third season. I'm Seb Bauer, glad you're with us, and welcome from Les Castellets in France. So, race 7 of 23. We are turning towards the midway third. We are in mid-season right now, and first of all, a quick look what we are doing here tonight. So these are the assists. A lot of things are off, especially important, of course, the pits assists, both are off. Pit stop is a bit strange here in Les Castellets. You cut off multiple turns in the pit entry, but the pit exit is really bad and not a good one. So this could potentially really turn into some chaos. And this is the track. It is 5.8 kilometers of length. A classic 70 years track that was a bit modernized, a bit rebuilt over the last few years, and then turned to F1 again in, I think it was 2019. Track difficulty is medium. Yeah, in dry conditions I would like to say it is medium. Yep, we see the middle tire compounds C2, 3, 4. Lap record is still set by a Ferrari, Sebastian Vettel in 2019, 132.7, but I think I expect our drivers to be 3 to 4 seconds faster if it is dry. Yeah, Les Castellets features a lot of run-out zones, so actually more or less no gravel, no grass, just asphalt everywhere. But still, you can find some walls every once in a while or on a few turns, so you can crash. But we race with a regular corner cut stringency, and where is it? There it is, corner cut stringency and regular. So that means, that could cause could be cause for some things we have to watch here tonight. Grimo is already in and out. Check in, check out. Someone is eager to turn to the track. Grimo, Mark Goodman, our race winner from from Austria. We have this very special situation here in the mainstream racing series that we had 5 different winners in the last 6 races. So it is only Jeppe Nielsen, Monster XD9000. He's the only one who was able to win multiple races. Beside him, every race, every podium was really very mixed, and that is a good thing. I would like to say it's a good thing that we have different winners, that the race weekends are totally unpredictable, and I expect tonight to be just that, exciting and unpredictable. As we are already mentioning it, let's have a short look about our standings. I had prepared it, but sadly my computer closed the tab again. So while the session timer has a tick, let's have a short look. It is Jeppe Nielsen who is back in the lead. He was behind the Walsh Bros, but a strong victory last week in Russia got him P1 again. He is leading by 12 points over Dominic Walsh, and in third then Thomas Walsh, who is 25 points behind Nielsen. while we are heading towards Le Castellet here. Sadly, only a rather small lineup, only I think it was 14 drivers. I admit I hoped for a bit more. We have had a few names that sadly didn't make it multiple weeks now. Matt Snead, for example, or Keo Lauvik, Jane Vanderbilt, of course, Joel Wiegel, Choco Felipe. So, in case you guys listening or rewatching this, please come back. Please be part of our racing league again. Yeah, so this Drivers' Championship looks like it would be a three-man battle. Jeppe Nielsen against the Walshes, but Dylan Chapman isn't far away either. So he's just 2 points behind Tom Walsh in his 4th position. So these 3, maybe 4 drivers look like they would decide or might decide this on long term in this 3rd season. The reigning champion Peter Simpson actually is maybe already out. Looks like he would be out already after just the first third of the season. He is incredible, but he is still pointless. He is sitting in P18 in our overall standings. 0 points means he is 96 points behind Jeppe Nielsen. And although we have still 2/3 to go, but I doubt a little bit that he will make up to this man. There he is. Danish man, Jeppe Nielsen. And the ironic thing, or the special thing about our champions are that both our champions did not stand a single chance just to try and defend their title in the 2nd year. So our first champion... hello Andrew Mont, thanks for correcting me. It wasn't Russia, it was Barcelona, of course, last week. Yes, Jeppe Nielsen won in Barcelona. So our reigning champions, everyone did not stand a chance, even just a chance to defend the title. Dominic Walsh was champion of Season 1, a heartbreaking victory of his championship in the end. But he was really buried in midfields in last season. And now, in this season, it is Peter Simpson, Simo, who is trying to defend, but he is still pointless. I mentioned it, no points, 0 points after 6 races. So that could mean he does not stand a chance to defend his title as well. And now we start in the first hot lap with our reigning leader Jeppe Nielsen. Like always, for me, I am on board with the first driver who goes out. Chicane left-right combination, then a first flat out zone but no DRS zone. Another long stretch chicane right-left. Grimo going out of the way, that's good. Then a long special sort of hairpin with a left turn included. And then this long straight, long back straight, long DRS zone. Very important in the race then. Disrupted by a left-right left combination. You can already see that you can juke a bit over the limits. Then a medium length straight but no DRS zone, a flat out right hander, and another right that gets closer, that has multiple apexes, and then a long left hander getting closer. Another right, another left, another right. So the last sector is really turn after turn after turn. And every turn is rather fast, except the last one. The last turn is the slowest. And here we are. This is one fast hot lap in Le Castellet. And Jeppe Nielsen is 3 seconds faster than Sebastian Vettel. The real life lap record 1:29.4. Let's see how or if this will hold up. Yeah, so what else is important for us tonight? I would like to have a look at our Constructors' Championship, of course, too. And Mercedes is really having themselves one heck of a year, one heck of a season. The driver set Dominic Walsh and Dylan Chapman sitting in P2 and P4 in our driver championship, and if you are second and fourth, that means that you have a pretty good Constructors Championship run as well. They lead by about 50 points over Red Bull, who are equipped with Jeppe Nielsen and Vincent Hartmans. But Vincent Hartmans where is he? Not active tonight. The Karma Joker, yes. Did sadly not see him for a few weeks too, so in case you're watching or you're rewatching it tomorrow, please return. We miss you in our mainstream racing series. So meanwhile, everyone except the opossum Keolawik, everyone beside Lauvik has posted a hot lap. Jeppe Nielsen on his first hot lap still was and is in the lead. Third, then Peter Simpson, the man I was talking about already a bit tonight. Yeah. What will the rest of the season hold for him? What will it bring? I mean, he will definitely have to do whatever he can, and just to get in some points at least, and he will get that. I'm pretty sure that he will. Yeah. But hard to say where the season will end for him, what the season will still hold for him. I remember one stellar performance from Peter Simpson here in Lake Castellet in season 1, where he looked really bulletproof and eventually won the race. Yeah, his first hot lap is third best. It's not bad, quite good, but not the performance we are used to from him. He was our pole king in the last season. Almost every pole position went into his hands when he was still sitting in a Renault. Yeah, so we could really say the new game does not feature Simo's driving style. There is, I think, no one on a hot lap here. We have a look at Gorilla, that is Ash Rider. But I suppose he will return to his pits at the end of this lap. At least, I guess it wouldn't make any sense for him to go on. Yeah, and he does go on. So 3 laps already under his belt on this set of rubber. Let's have a look at what he's doing. Jack Rognan. Yeah, okay. He is obviously giving up on this lap. Either a very special second out lap or a very fast in lap back home. Yeah, in Lake Castellet, it is really fun to cut corners. because of the fact that there are only run-out zones and no gravel pit or anything like that. There was an AlphaTauri getting far out of the way. I think that's name is Ekic. The Haas of Rognan running on the alternative track layout, and here he is back to the pits. Who is on hot lap? Dylan Chapman is. Slight improvement after sector 1.5 tenths. His improvement, let's see what he'll do here on the long straight. And this combination here. And then he is at the end of the second sector, almost 3/10. His improvement, that is not bad, but that would be, just barely enough to attack Simpson ahead. So he is improving, but not in the pole discussion right now, I think. Let's see what the slow sector 3 will bring for him. Last right-hander turn here, and then the S zone. And this main straight is so long, timeline is very late, and he is third, yes. P3, just a position swap between him and Peter Simpson. What else is going on in the midfield? Let's have a look at the Austria winner, Mark Goodman. He is actually something like the Esteban Ocon, who had his inaugural victory in Hungary earlier this year in real life, and Mark Goodman in the Alpine had his inaugural victory in Spielberg a few weeks ago, and he is improving 2.5 tenths. That would push him under the 1 second mark of trailing Jeppe Nielsen, and that makes him potentially move up to P6 or 7. And we have a new pole setter, new provisional pole setter, Peter Simpson. I said it, he was our pole king in season 2, and he had a stellar performance in France, and mixing that up makes him beat Jeppe Nielsen, at least for the moment, and just barely by 30 thousandths. And Goodman, have a look. Mark Goodman did find some time, and that moved him up into P5. Not bad. Not bad. Who else is on a hot lap? No one actually on a hot lap. Mike Taylor, Peter Simpson on each out laps, and Leonard Cam and Mont and Ekic. So let's have a look on someone who is about to start his hot lap. That can only be the Ferrari of Keo Lowick. Still on an out lap. We have 5.5 minutes left on the clock. That means that maybe all those who are on a hot lap now might already be finished. After this one hot lap, they might not have enough of time to return to the pits afterwards, get a fresh set of tire, and then go out again. Except if they abort the hot lap, that is the option that they have when they are in sector 3. So let's have a look. Keo Lowick starting his lap here, and then Rognan, and then Ash Reuter, and then Jeppe Nielsen. Nielsen is very early for his final shot. I mentioned it, maybe all those drivers can abort the lap time if they are not satisfied and then have another one. Let's just have a look. Keo Lowick, 1/10 of improvement after sector 1. What will he do at the end of sector 2? First the flat out zone, long gear S zone, left right left combination. And then, yeah, 3/10 of improvement. That would make him attack someplace around Chapman and Grimo Goodman. Not so much potential, but at least a little bit. And you have to consider that there might be some drivers behind who would potentially still be improving too. So I think he has to run this lap to the end. And he does so, and then he will be in 5th. Just position swap with Mark Goodman. Let's have a look about Jeppe Nielsen. He has improved by 1/10 in sector 1, but this single 1/10 would be enough by the looks of right now. That would barely be enough to reconquer the pole position. End of sector 2 right here, and he lost time. This 1/10 he found in sector 1, he threw away in sector 2. So now, let's see what he'll do. Will he run it to the end, or will he give it up and then try again? 2.5 minutes, that could barely be enough. He finishes the lap. Let's see if that will do him any good or not. Nope! 1,000! He was slower than his formerly posted time. So in case he has... No! That's it! That is it! That's it for Jeppe Nielsen. He is maximally in 2nd. And Dylan Chapman here in the final sector. We are already more or less in our final phase here in the quali, even though there is still a bit of time on the clock. Dylan Chapman, what would it be? First or second starting row? Second row. He will stay in P4. Looks like an all Mercedes second starting row. If there isn't something big coming from behind. Peter Simpson on an outlap again, but he actually, I think, would not even have to run again. Mike Taylor barely improving after sector 2, just a 1/4 his improvement, so that would not be enough to do anything for him. A lot of drivers now on outlaps. Dominic Walsh is in a hot lap. We will have a look at him as soon as Taylor is finished here. Just 2 turns remaining for him. Last right-hander here for Mike Taylor. And then, where will he be? P10 to P8, at least P8. And now all eyes on Dominic Walsh. But he does not look fast. 3/10. He is behind. So Dominic Walsh is finished maximally in 3rd, I think. Next one, who is on a hot lap. Let's have a look. What is Thomas Walsh doing? The other Walsh, who is in the championship battle for the 3rd consecutive year. But both the other seasons he lost it. Once to his brother, once to Peter Simpson. He was 3rd, and right now in our standings, guess what? He is 3rd. So he has a special subscription to the bronze. Yeah. Let's see if he can improve right here. Mr. Bronze Medal. He is 2.5 improving, but that is heavily needed. It's very close between P7, 8, 9. So Thomas Walsh is right now fighting for P5 or 6, something around that. A lot of drivers are finished now. Tom Walsh is one of the last to cross the line, and Tom Walsh will be 7th only. That is a bit of a bummer, I would like to say. What is Blake Gary doing? Here he is in last sector, last turn for him. Nevis Ikic is just finished. He is last in 14th. Blake Gary is... What was it? Didn't see it. I wanted to jump to Peter Simpson, but he was already finished just ahead of Blake Gary. Peter Simpson did not have to improve anymore, but still he ran again. And this is our starting grid for Lake Castell. Peter Simpson did it once again after a long time waiting for a pole position. He is in the prime spot again, and just next to him, Jeppe Nielsen, 31 thousandths. He was slower. In third, then Dominic Walsh and Dylan Chapman completing the all Mercedes second row. In fifth, Jack Rognan, 6th. And restarted my broadcast. This is a bit sad, of course. We see pit stops, Leonard Cam and Dylan Chapman. There was maybe a bit of coming together.